checking in. There's a lot to do in New Orleans. A lot of things to see. It's just very visually stimulating. The old architecture mixed in with the new architecture. I'm here for a pretty big investment advisor conference. It's a great conference because I always learn something new at these conferences. And I would say the big theme of this conference, because every conference has a theme, it's that just because something's been done a certain way for a long time doesn't mean it should be done that way going forward. And that's the beauty of being an independent financial advisor, because we break things and then fix them in a way that's best for our clients, and we can move quickly. Such an advantage. There is such an advantage to being an independent financial advisor. So we are here, New Orleans. Lucy Powell, one of my favorite people. Chris, what's going on? You have to really stoop down to get into this. You know, you're a
tall shot.
You're a big guy. So nice to see you guys.
Love having you.
We're gonna have a great time.
We are.
All right. I'm here with Romero Cortez.
Yes, sir.
My main IT guy over at the broker dealer Next Financial that I use, an RIA. This guy helps me out immeasurably. You know everything about tech, and he deadlifts. What's your record for deadlifting?
515.
515.
515.
Mine is 3 1/4. I don't know if we'll ever catch up to you. I think if you want to grow your presence in LinkedIn especially, post less and comment and like more. You have to start the conversation by liking other people's posts. We have this incredible ability to become a thought leader in our own little world. And I think that's the best thing about social media in general. Engagement is the #1 thing to look for. People like it, they make comments, they share it. Just social media. Don't be intimidated by it. It's just a distribution channel. That's all it is. Just speeds up the relationship development so much that you get there so much quicker.
From Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. So we're at this investor conference, and it's basically people who are just nuts about fiduciary, non-proprietary products, and we're learning a lot here, okay? But I'm learning, to me, the big takeaway for me is a lot about practice management and the newest technology. What about you? What do you think is the best part so far?
You know, always connecting with our fellow reps, learning best practices from our reps, making sure that we're doing the best for our clients.
So now I am here with my good friend Carlos Romero from Boca Raton, Florida. Now, Carlos and I have known each other before this conference. We actually met last year at last year's conference.
That's when we first met, but we had spoken.
We had spoken years ago in Florida. We have a couple of mutual friends, and Carlos is one of the really one of the more experienced, nicer guys in this business.
That's because I hang out with this guy.
That's right. Thank you very much. So
Absolutely.
we learned a lot. We learned a lot at these conferences. You know, it's a lot of fun to come to these conferences, but this has been, 8 in the morning to 5.
Oh yeah, we're busy.
This is nonstop. This is exhausting,
Yeah,
I learned a lot in this conference. What did you learn? Anything
Absolutely.
in particular?
I've learned that I have a lot to learn, and that it's always changing.
How prophetic.
Yeah,
And that
That's the way
speaks
I
to
look
you,
at it.
to your humility, your humbleness.
that's it. You know,
Carlos, the man. This is Mitch now.
Mitch is
Signing off. All right, so I am here with a new friend, David Leist of Wisconsin, Elm Grove, Wisconsin, and he is just an amazing individual. And how long have you been a financial advisor now?
40 years.
40 years. And you've built one of the most impressive practices here. You gave an incredible presentation about practice management process, and it's really incredible. But and I think the industry is better than ever because
I agree.
it's such a high quality industry.
They really do, and you know what? It's reputation and everything else. I mean, your reputation is the only thing you really have in business and so forth.
So I am here with my buddy Keith. Keith, you're from by the Atlanta area,
Atlanta,
right?
yeah, that's
So
right.
we have financial advisors from all over the country. Independent, I want to stress that, independent financial advisors from all over the country.
Indeed.
Yep. I've met Keith a number of times. We met in Houston, we met in St. Louis, and now we're here in New Orleans. And you're always one of the nicer guys sharing advice and sharing tools and techniques of the industry. You know, it's always great. You know, that's why we're here. We learn from each other.
Absolutely.
Anything in particular that you got out of this conference, or?
So, you know, I think the biggest thing I would say that I always take away from this is a renewed sense of camaraderie, networking. You know, I'll be reaching out to a lot of the guys that I've spoke with at the conference to learn a little bit more about what they're doing to have success and to do what they do for their clients, and it's very exciting.
So back at the airport, heading back home to JFK, about a 4-hour delay, but it's actually a good thing. It gave me a little bit more time to walk around New Orleans, and I saw Jackson Square, St. Louis Cathedral, which from what I understand is the oldest cathedral in North America. But it was a great time, great conference. But I can't wait to get home, and I cannot wait to see my family and sleep in my own bed. It is exhausting. They sure do keep us busy. So the key takeaway with this conference is basically the key takeaway from every conference before this, that the survivors in the financial services industry will be those who can blend the art of technology with the human touch, doing more with less, but not making the client feel like they are getting less. They have to feel like they're getting more, and you have to deliver more. So that's really the key to this whole thing. Does it make the conference I went to any less worthwhile going to? No, quite the contrary. The important thing about this conference is the camaraderie and the sharing of ideas, best practices. Again, it's about advisors, hundreds of independent financial advisors who solve problems for thousands of clients, and we share best practices, what works, what's the best technology, what's the right technology, what's the right way to use it. And that's really, to me, the big takeaway. I learned so much from this conference. I cannot wait to get back to my office and put it to good use. And that's about it. So wish me safe home. I'll speak to you soon. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Email mgoldberg@clientfirststrategy.com. My website for more information, clientfirststrategy.com. And until next time, see you soon. Thank you.